Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 3 of our Gas, Rats, and Motor Empires campaign. In today's episode, our chemical crazies are here for a fight with the Man Blight tribe. The Cheeto dust covered beastmen are due a little bit of a smacking. We actually started off at war with these guys. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's not good for them. Let's do it. Alright, my only concern is we may not be able to actually take full advantage of... Oh no, we definitely can. Okay. So now, the Vrrtkin spear slaves can still be the very frontal units, which is awesome. We've got a whole bunch of spears now, which I'm going to have as our main line. And all of these spears have globes. Why would you leave home without them? That would be foolish. Then actually what we're going to do is... let's have the Gas Rats be our flank defenders. Good old gas throwers. While I do miss the armor piercing, it seems like it really doesn't matter. Globadiers. Alright, who wants to play catch? The beastmen do. And then our storm vermin can go ahead and hang out on one of the flanks. Well, actually, I like to have them in the center as an extra backup. We now have a Packmaster to defend Baba in charge. Switch their positions there, and then we'll go ahead and have the chemical rat on the other side. Glorious. Alright, then we'll have shock rats again on the flanks. And then our normal globe boys can just kind of be wherever they're needed. An extra set of globes always is useful. Get everyone in guard mode here, except for you three. And then mortars and company. We'll grab everyone that's not the mortars and get them ready by just advancing aggressively. I agree. Good plan, yes. Let's go ahead and shoot the gore herd. Mortars. Blow up this area. I don't really want you to advance that much. Just start launching your goodies down range, please. And in march the Krieg Death Rats. It's gonna be hard pressed to find a group of an actual Skaven clan I like more than Clan Vrrtkin here. I think the next one we might try is Clan Vrrtkin. They have some really cool stuff with lots of extra flammable effects, and they have all sorts of beasties to use. But we're gonna make a stop break for them right here. Mortars start bombarding in this area. We can get a better angle. Let's move up just a bit. Stop them from advancing any further, and we can just kind of keep bombarding down on top of them as they move into this area. No choice. Doom Rocket die. Everything else is in position. Keep lobbing those on down. Good work, Mortis. Now, blast these gore. The way they move, it is impossible to tell which unit is going where, so you just kind of have to blow up an area. You gotta keep falling on back. Using those clan rats in that way was just perfect. I'll summon these ones in behind these archers. We can keep moving up the main force here, that way it can actually be useful. Lob some stuff at this Ungor herd. The Rampage is awesome. I think we need Rampage globe for just about every one of the other units. Anything that's a specialty unit, like mortars or your heroes, definitely go for the Rampage. That is a crazy useful. Alright, now for the good stuff. You thought the previous globes were bad. Well, do we have a treat for you? You can't even see the gore, there are so many explosions. And when everything's rampaging too, so it's like they charge in and they immediately have no choice but to keep moving forward. Alright, archers. Mortar globes, here's your new target. Rats burst from the ground. Oh, I guess the enemy lord's here. Let's go ahead and go for the remote booms. Weaken his leadership a bit. Have everyone else run in and work on the beast lord together. We dropped his leadership something fierce, but it may already be gone. Out of the sewers we come. The amount of fallen gore is amazing. We haven't even had to use most of our units here. Globadiers start moving up and around. Looks like the Beast Lord's about to flee. And if I was him, I would already be gone, but he seems a bit glutton for punishment. Got the bard right on in here. Actually, there's plenty of choices. Yeah, good grief, the gas rats are so effective against low armor. And that looks like we've got them due to army losses. Who would have guessed? Oh, it's so glorious. Good old slow-mo globes. Alright, well, I will go ahead and catch you all in a moment. I've got plenty of gore to run down here.
Poor leader. Singe fire. Of inferiority is spotted.
What is this foolishness?
Zap, zap. Move tails. Where's my dome racket?
Alright, bit of a jump cut. We're going to have a little bit of splice in of what actually happened there after that previous battle. I thought I'd unmuted myself, but of course the curse of the muted mic was too much to overcome, so I'll just kind of cut in the important bits, and we'll just act like nothing ever happened. Ooh, good. A new bell polisher. Plus, we have the most magnificent one anyway. Fruit an additional lord. What I'm not happy to see is that Morathi, instead of coming to fight us, is just building up more and more armies. You already have enough stacks of dark shards. Come fight us, you coward.
This makes good.
Means Morphage is probably gonna have to come down and defend.
Kill things.
Oh, I don't trust you down here either.
Come, stranger.
We are the most likely target for pretty much everyone around, which is not a lot of fun here.
Machinations.
Flow bombs, poison wind bombs. We have some pretty good defenders. Morphage, I think we're gonna definitely need you to defend Trickstab. Which I'm going to keep him here in an ambush still. We can't really afford using any more of our food. I'd like to make the Storm Vermin a little bit stronger here with the Deathless Stimulant, giving them Unbreakable and more resistance. won't be as useful against the Druki because they have lots of magical attacks. Diabolical. We'll give you a little bit more training. Actually, I lied. We'll go for elusive. There's a battle on the horizon.
Harness for the power.
We'll give you the Trickster Shard, and we'll combine these two up. Or something pretty garbage. We'll go ahead and take it. It's an item. We can use, please don't run away on the fly. So now we've got the mixture of Morathi and the Lizardmen coming after us. If we get hit by all of their armies at the same time, there's nothing we can do here. So hopefully that doesn't happen. We just won't be able to hold against all of that.
Fight.
You have a better ambush chance anywhere else? No. Stay here on the choke point area. That's absolutely the battle we need.
I refuse this insolence.
I refuse this insolence. Slaughterhorn tribe is probably going to be a well-needed ally. Just about the only one we'll have, too. Alright, Torox, survive longer than you normally do, buddy. Turn. Alright, we've got flooding in the Ice Rock Gorge. Manslee's orbit strained the land's flood, causing a watery devastation in its wake. Lovely. Less movement range, less control, less income by 50%. Nice. Luckily, the Ice Rock Gorge doesn't matter that much, but that'd be pretty rough anywhere else. Alright, Morphage, come on up to work as a reinforcing army. And then Trickstab can go after Morathi here, who is brave enough to come on in and raid in our territory. She probably has reinforcements. Likely also in an ambush. Let's go ahead and grab you guys and give you the Deathless Stimulant. Please don't take us below too far. Perfect. And then now we can move in.
Yes, yes.
He failed to spot our ambush. That is perfect. The upper hand indeed. Alright, lots of open space here. That is a absolute ton of Dark Shards. 7 Dark Shards, 2 Shades, and then some Demonettes. Let's see if Morathi has what it takes. She has all of her items so far already, and then she's also flying around on her murderous demon horse, so that's gonna be lots of fun. Make sure the rampage goes on her the way she's fighting units we do not care about. Let's do it. Alright, let's get everyone deployed. They're in a nice grouped up position here, so what we will want to do is Morathi will likely just flee immediately, which is exactly what we want to see. So mortars. Set you up here, that way you can fire pretty much the entire time. I'm gonna have the Skaven slaves defending against the onrush of Demonettes and Witch Elves, which they are not gonna last long, but we don't need them to because we have all of the lovely gas throwers and such. So gas thrower here and here. I'm gonna have a spear land rats up front with our spears, or with our Skaven slaves. Globadiers, we're gonna want you kind of moving through the woods. And they don't quite have the range to engage there, so we're gonna kind of want them sweeping around. That's what I'm gonna try to do at least. We don't want to get too fancy with it. Getting clan rats and our storm vermin. We could have them advance on this way. Morathi's going to be a problem for whoever she comes after. Ready now. And then we've got the shock rats too. Look good to me. Our 3 main characters.
Channels uncharged.
Shadow uncharged. I'll go ahead and grab these. Everyone in the groups. Take you 3 out of guard mode as we did previously. Ondrat sees all. Alright, where's my Trickster Shard? Right here, start the battle and immediately drop the Trickster Shard on Morathi.
Spellcasting.
Get into the woods, everyone move forward.
Good fight. Your desire.
You guys fire on the Demonettes immediately.
Boom.
Okay, so Morathi is going aggressively after this side. They're going to try to delete this other army before we can do anything about it. So we're going to take a lot of casualties here.
We move.
Which I really don't like to see. Yeah, they're going all in on this other side. Jeez. Alright, fair enough. Can't accuse the AI of not knowing how to be cheeky themselves. Everyone forward. We gotta start deleting these units quickly because we're gonna lose all of the clan routes. Which, granted, there are always more besides, but I'd prefer not to lose them like this. Okay, they're not fleeing, they're going for the aggressive flanks.
Clan Skryre.
Keep advancing, lads. We need to delete the units that are fleeing here.
Beta boss. Greatest cunning.
Perfect. Alright. Globadiers. You guys each need individual targets now. Come on, around here. We've lost lots of our normal clan routes. Pretty much anyone that was up front fighting on this side. Holding it up like that was a bad idea. You learn the hard way. We're gonna lose our storm vermin too because they're unbreakable. All kinds of unfortunate. Alright, well played, Morathi. Everyone else will flee, but our storm vermin, which are gonna die in droves. There must be a calculation the AI makes before where they will choose to turn around and fight or not. They chose to deal as much damage to our storm vermin as possible as their only course of action. They're rampaging because of Morathi. I can't do anything about that. Hopefully we just get army losses before they're gone. The rest of Morathi's troops are broken. And that's that. Stop friendly fire. Please try to get these guys out of there. We did it. Well, we did it and kept the storm vermin alive. Hopefully. Mortar, you please calm down. Alright, we have plenty of Druki to run on down here, and I'll catch you in a moment. Alright, close victory. Looks like the storm vermin do manage to survive, so the Morathi scored herself a absolute heap of kills, as did the witch elves. We managed to get out of that one. I have vastly ahead. We shall go ahead and enslave this core too. Now we need the captives. Delicious dark elf nuggets.
Mighty master engineer, I am.
That is the Hag Butcher as well. Her dark magic, demonic pacts, and evil ways have counted for naught in the face of superior arms. Less hero action cost for all of our heroes, and then hero self-defense for heroes in the local province. Not the most exciting, but we'll take it. So Morathi's hanging out there. Enlist slaves. Yeah, that tends to be how it works, isn't it?
My visions predict failure.
You just go to the enlistment office. Alright, I think here in Tyrant Peak we are just waiting for that upgrade. Yeah, one turn for each here. Alright, Trick Stab.
Yes.
Skills.
The price.
Last Master sounds perfect. Evan can come on in and grab the final point into increased mobility.
Warlock engineer.
They're trading for Bustin, and then you, Morphage, can have both Warp Lightning
of Skryre.
and the Inspiring Presence. Alright, so we'll have you then come back into Tyrant Peak, and Trick Stab can finish off Morathi. Ambusher again, how unfortunate for you. 52 fall, not bad, not bad. We got a Banner of Swiftness as well, so we've got Wayfarer. How exciting. We now have a rocket-boosted rat. More food for the Warrens, and looks like we've got just these two armies here.
What is this foolishness?
Evelyn and Ravenna. Right, we shall finish you off as well. Quick stab. Let's go ahead and fall back into Tyrant Peak. On the other side of the bridge here, we should be replenishing just fine. And from here, we upgrade the shock rats too. Yeah, what does Feral Rage do? Oh no, they rampage. Ah. That's why they were rampaging. They were rampaging because of anything Morathi was doing. It was because they got blasted with that Doom Bolt right off the bat. Okay, fair enough. Feral Rampage, not good. But for you guys, since you have the Corrosive Globes, these are dropping armor by 13. We'll just try to stagger it. So you can have the Potent ones, and then you can have the Corrosive ones. But not yet. Not yet.
Channel fight.
Channel fight. Go ahead and grab the last point into Triangulation here for a little bit more missile strength. Then Austin can have the point into Elusive. Clan Skryre. Actually, how high is our missile damage now? On the Potent ones, we're at 41. On the others, we're at 22. Not bad, not bad. And then up to our mortars is at 70. It's not so much the damage themselves that is the scary thing. It's what happens after. Alright, sweet. We've got plenty of cash now. I'll go ahead and upgrade the Ice Rock Gorge, although that's probably when a Stonk is going to attack. And we'll find out what happens. Here at Tyrant Peak, we'll go ahead and grab in another one of our chieftains here.
Yes.
Go ahead and grab Ognag the Cunning. That way we can actually layer up poison with all of the other gas effects we have. We'll have him join with Mulvage.
Chief, for me lash whip.
Exactly. Then we'll go ahead and end the turn. Alright, Trickstab is now a constructor, and now there's always more besides. Casualties mean little when your population literally breed like rats. Or punish rate. Actually, not even extra so with our chemicals we got bombarding our own provinces. So they're not coming to fight, are they? They're keen on trying to lure me in. Fair enough. Well, Morphage. What do we have? You act like you're not here either.
Enemies to track.
We'll drop into an ambush for you two. Ognag, you join up.
Me smart.
And then we need to throw the walls in here for sure. Covert choke points. Should things invade, devious tunnel design forces them to choke points. For warp fire emplacements, scorch the intruders to death. Absolutely. Plus we get a bunch of actual Vrrtkin specific garrison units, which I think is great. We also definitely need this factory in very soon. Weapon Burrow is going to cost us only 1,000. What about down here in Tyrant Peak? I'm going to go for a lot of the same. Well, you know what? We don't need the walls as well. No, as I say that, we do need the walls. 2,400 is all we need there, so perhaps through diplomacy. Clark Haran. The Clark Haran is likely not long for the world, so we will join you in your war with Clark Haran there. Aurochs. You give me cash. Oh yeah, you're a beast, man. You have no money at all. You're fighting Scourge of Cain.
Yeah,
What if I join you?
They smell better than you.
Well, I'm sure they do. Well, you have no money either.
Agreement.
Yeah, so it is. And you're fighting Clan Septic. Oh, I do actually like fighting extra Skaven Clans is a good idea. Although if you lose, I think this is one of the Brethren, the Pestilence Brethren, so they'll be tough to bring down. But that gives us more research rate and more ammunition too. Upkeep reduction and melee defense for Skaven slaves or strengthened numbers. They're expendable now. Armor, a cadre of hench rats. Take everything. Carve Hunter Tunnels is fantastic. So we'll grab this. Looks like we have to come through strengthened numbers and set examples. We can definitely do that. Yeah, no problem. Here in the Tyrant Peak, we can grab Trickstab's Lab, which also gives us access to the Vrrtkin Poison Wind Mortars. Those should be glorious.
Diabolical.
I wonder how they compare to the just normal Great Mortars. We'll find out pretty soon. Morphage, can you get a better ambush chance anywhere?
Kill things.
No. How's it just hang out? That's fine. Alright, let's do the turn. Come on, Ravenna, it's just an army. There's no one here. Just Tyrant Peak all alone. Easy. Alright, dust it off. One of your Warlock Engineers has found a new way to enrich Warpstone. Unfortunately, a laboratory explosion occurred the following day, leaving nothing behind but a pile of eerily glowing Warpstone dust. This was definitely orchestrated by Eshin. We could gather the dust for the Apocalyptic Vision item. That's fairly incredible. Or have the dust inhaled. Turn him badly mutated. If this was for our leader, absolutely. What's your loyalty at? It'll drop to 4. I mean, that could get pretty sketchy. Badly mutated may be the best way to go here. He'll be terrifying when he's on a Doom Wheel. That's such a good item. Let's go for a Gather the Dust. Suppose we could give him the item too to make him happy. Or one of the other ones, it doesn't matter as much.
Magic's energies.
Like the... Well, we actually need most of these, so you can't have any of them. We will give you, though, a Bell Polisher. Ribdo doesn't need this one. And an Artifact Hunter as well. Just to try to increase loyalty there. 4 is not fantastic.
Warp power.
Recruiting units, making diplomatic treaties, or equipping items, or completing missions. Interesting. Alright, so what we'll do with you then, have you start channeling, come up next to Scorpel's lair.
Machinations.
By next to, I mean to the other side of the... Yeah, no, we'll come all the way up. Because it looks like the Cult of Pleasure is not going to attack us because they think they're guessing we've got these armies here either way, so they're basically just sticking around. Trickstab, you were going to hang out. And lure their men to their demise.
Scurry forward.
At least hopefully. This is as good as we can do.
Sorcerer, inventor.
Surplus food supplies. Extra control. How's our control actually looking? Positive here. And the plate of dogs is -8. So, not so good there. Alright, I think we might want to drop on over to efficient planning for a couple turns just to fix... Well, I mean... Rebellions aren't that big a deal. Let's keep the food for now. Alright, Gribnode.
You're in my optics.
Let's go ahead and now make you have the corrosive globes as well. Drops us back down to just normal food levels, and we'll hopefully lure in Ravenna here this turn. Come on, Druki.
Master of this clan, Lord of all UCC.
Are you gonna declare war on me too? East Treaty. I didn't realize I was in a war with the Scourge of Cain. Sure. We'll take more of your monies, though. What about 1350? Yeah, we won't push you for any more. Fight your infernal twitching. We have an agreement. Alright, Rite of Awakening for Hexwaddle, which means they've got a new Battletoad. Morphage's loyalty is low. I never would have guessed.
Here.
I guess Morphage will have you recruit up a few more normal Skaven slaves just to make you happy. Hang out in the lair. And we will give you just some cheap, cheerful... Not super cheap. Very cheerful, not super cheap. 5 of you, and then 1 more sling for now, just to make him happy. Good news is Morathi's moved in for some more raiding, and she's got nothing but spearmen. So this is going to be a nightmare for her men. Please get an ambush. Failed to spot your ambush. Trickstab, how would you like to move at the speed of light? 49. He actually doesn't move that quick. We'll go ahead and give this one to the auto-resolve because we already defeated her once. And I'm curious. Not bad, actually. 13% replenishment or slay.
We serve.
More num-nums. Alright, sword striking, and now Trickstab has the gas blade, a noxious creation of Clan Vrrtkin. These weapons spew toxic chemicals along the halberd's blade just before it strikes. Even more Skaven corruption, more armor-piercing damage, explosive missile damage, and then a use of the Vrrtkin rocket. Yes, please. And we also got the Turntails. Clan Vrrtkin's longest-serving clan rat regiment, having survived over 30 battles. Oh, so many. This is primarily because the Turntails can run from battle faster than any of their allies. And the Teethbreakers as well. Keep your mouth shut and your head down if you want to live. They're going to be joining up with Morphage. We'll bring the Turntails in here. What do you guys have going on? They got the toxic residue that all of our Skaven slaves have. Really good armor and pretty decent shields, too. Light of the Turntails, if their leadership breaks, they gain 20% speed and damage resistance. And drop poison wind globes, too. That sounds perfect. Alright then, we'll go ahead and jump in and get rid of... I guess we can just merge these two together. And grab the Turntails. Please. Drop into our ambush. Come right next to the Tyrant Peak here. There's no telling if there's lizardmen down here just being sneaky and cheeky. We'll find out soon. Stay kind of right here where you lose 5% of our ambush chance. I don't like being this close to them, though. It's so many repeater crossbows. 115 range is more than we have. But we can force them to rampage and then deal with them like that. Well, we finally got your proper unique skills. Let's go ahead and grab Miasmatic Retinue for a little bit of upkeep reduction and recruit rank. Shock Tactics is more ammunition for shock rats. A couple other good abilities as long as they have some eliteness to them. Or I am Become Death. Or was it more range for artillery? Let's go for the prize combatants first. First and foremost, amongst the warriors of Clan Vrrtkin are the Globadiers and Bombardiers. Indeed. Look, right, Kevin, we'll go ahead and make you your Warpstone targeting systems now.
Harness the power.
And Austin, we will give you a point into extra melee attack. Indeed, we'll give you the enriched Warpstone dust and the Sword of Striking. And you are now a proper scary chieftain. Perfect, well that's going to be all the time I have got for today. In the next episode, we're going to pick up with a battle, hopefully against Ravenna, that runs into our ambush. And if not, we can move on Iron Spike directly. Or a bit of fisticuffs with some gas bombs. And quick jump cut, all this warp gas has melted the old brain. So I've flipped up this outro a few times now. Either way, I'm out of time for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Trickstab Grim Node campaign. If you all enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throne, and I'll see you all in the next one.